All right, great. Well, good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I'm Attorney General Josh Kaul, and you're going to hear from me and a few others today about the important work that the Wisconsin Statewide Intelligence Center does. In addition to the folks you're going to hear from, I'm also joined by Senator Kelda Roys, who joined us today for a presentation on the work that WISC does, along with some legislative staff members. We're also joined by DCI Administrator Tina Virgil. So the Wisconsin Statewide Intelligence Center is one of two fusion centers in the state of Wisconsin. There's also a fusion center in southeastern Wisconsin in Milwaukee known as the STAC. But WISC, the Wisconsin Statewide Intelligence Center, covers the vast majority of the state of Wisconsin. Fusion centers like WISC are around the country. There are 80 of them, and the fusion centers around the country work to gather information so that information is being shared among law enforcement agencies. They analyze that information, and they provide information to local law enforcement to ensure that if there is a danger to people's safety, that a response can happen promptly. Our Fusion Center also administers missing persons alerts in the state, including the Amber Alert program, the Silver Alert, and the Wisconsin Crime Action Network Alert. We work closely at the Fusion Center with local law enforcement, with other state law enforcement, and with federal law enforcement. And you're going to hear in a moment a little bit about the importance of the work that our Fusion Center does. But at a very high level, WISC works to prevent critical incidents from happening around the state by ensuring that intelligence is shared across agencies. When they become aware of concerns to the safety of Wisconsinites or any other Americans, they work to disseminate that information quickly. That being said, this work can be expanded upon. And in our upcoming state budget, we have requested additional resources for our Division of Criminal Investigation, resources that could support hiring investigators as well as criminal analysts. And so we hope that included in the budget that the legislature will be passing in the next few months is additional funding for our Division of Criminal Investigation. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Marshall Ogren, who is a DCI special agent and oversees WISC.
Okay, thank you very much, Attorney General. So the work that the Wisconsin Statewide Intelligence Center does crosses into many different areas. One of those areas is as it relates to threats to both the state of Wisconsin, the homeland, and where we sit at the state level, we're in a unique position to work very closely with federal partners. When there's federal intelligence reporting, we can receive that information, and we can determine if it has any sort of relevance to our other state and local partners, as well as critical infrastructure, key resources throughout the state, and vice versa. We have the Suspicious Activity Reporting Program, or SARS, the See Something, Say Something campaign. So we rely on, individuals who are out in the community who see something that's maybe concerning to report that to us, and we can take those reports and see if it relates to anything else that's seen on a broader federal level. Some of the other things that we do are work to help keep the state safe as it relates to mass casualty events or the prevention of mass casualty events. So we work very closely with other state and local partners when they become aware of somebody of concern. We often coordinate a team that consists of local individuals or local investigators, and we can work together to try to help mitigate that and protect the community. One of the other areas that we work a lot in is the related to cyber crimes. And most recently, an example of the work that we're doing around cyber crimes is we became aware of a potential device that was for sale and was easily obtained. And we were concerned from a cybersecurity standpoint that maybe that could be used for some nefarious purposes. So what we did is we gathered lots of external partners, and we conducted research on that product specifically, on its capabilities, how easy it is to obtain, what it can do. And we just recently authored and published an intelligence product that was a write-up describing concerns about that and potential mitigation strategies. So those are the things that we try to do here, is we see what the problem is, and we also try to help come up with solutions. Thank you.
I'm Detective Tim Blank with the Dane County Sheriff's Office. I've been assigned as the Dane County Sheriff's Office liaison to the Fusion Center since 2018. At the local level, I really want to echo what the Attorney General and Marshal both said. The cooperation between local agencies and federal agencies throughout the nation is crucial, and it has undoubtedly increased safety, at least for Dane County residents and citizens. Two of my favorite examples are a couple years ago we had a missing persons case, and we knew a person from another state that was missing was in Dane County and didn't know a lot else. And I was getting dressed to come into work, and I was already getting a call from the Fusion Center. How can we help? And they were on top of it, and we were able to locate that person and get them reunited with their loved ones rather quickly. And I don't think that would have been possible without the dedicated work of the staff out here coordinating with us. In another example, there was a large-scale event at the Alliant Energy Center a couple of years ago that was being streamed live on YouTube to a worldwide audience. And amongst the comments on the YouTube page was a bomb threat, which also went out to a worldwide audience. And at that point, the phone lines to our dispatch center lit up from around the world with people, of course, concerned about their loved ones. Again, the Fusion Center was on the phone with me before I was on the phone with them. How can we help? And they quickly determined that threat was not credible. And so we were quickly able to disseminate that information and allow everyone to resume enjoying the event safely. That's just two of the examples at a local level, but every day we're seeing fabulous coordination with the Fusion Center, and it's a great relationship that I hope we continue for a long time.